What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the world's most expensive city, which, according to this video, is Oslo. And in this video, they are going to see what they can buy in Oslo for only $10. Now, at the time that I'm making this video, $10 is 110 Norwegian krone. I'm very interested to learn more about this. Norway is kind of famous for being really expensive. So I'm kind of curious to see how true that actually is. So let's take a look.
Do you guys realize that you're living in the most expensive country in the world?
I don't unless I go to visit other countries and see how cheap it is.
Hi, and
Interesting. That was an interesting reply. Norwegians don't really think about how expensive everything is unless you visit another country. That makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. Why would you? Yeah, because I hear this so much. Like, Norway is so expensive. And apparently Oslo is the most expensive city in the world. But Norwegians you don't really think about that day to day. It's just kind of normal for you.
And good afternoon from Oslo,
The beautiful capital of Norway.
That is beautiful.
We're here.
Somehow they got like the most stereotypical Norwegian stuff, like a Viking helmet, a troll. Very Norwegian.
Here for a long layover en route to Svalbard, the northernmost inhabited area on Earth.
Yeah.
As you may already know, Norway is insanely expensive due to high salaries, higher taxes, and the highest standard of living.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's a trade-off. I don't hear about Norwegians complaining that it's very expensive. And I think that's because even though it's expensive to live in Norway, you're paid pretty well and people are happy. You have a really high standard of living, great education, low crime, your needs are met. So I think when Americans hear, oh, Norway is very, very expensive, oh, that must be terrible, it's like, it sounds like Norwegians don't really see it that way.
Care, free education, and everything is free here except for like food and daily needs.
Everything is free. I'm pretty sure you have to pay like taxes towards healthcare and education. That funds all these government things, right? It's not technically free, but you pay your taxes and then you just worry about the rest, the stuff to survive, food and stuff. It is so expensive.
$25 for a 3-minute ride.
I actually thought twice about making this video or even pulling a joke on you.
One Pringles, that'd be $10.
Game over.
No. See, this is what I wanted to see from this video. No. 10 US dollars. 110 krone. For this tiny can of Pringles. Is that actually true? I know stuff is expensive, but this example in particular gives me a really, really good idea of how expensive things are. Is this true? You could get this Pringles can for $2 in America, and it's 10 in Norway? 5 times more expensive? Is that true?
Game over. But I've decided to dig as deep as I can to see how much 10 bucks or 86 kroners can take me.
Oh, when they made this video, $10 was 86 kroner. It was actually, the value of a kroner has gone down in the last few years, I guess. But anyway,
Because you got to be able to get something, right?
maybe a can of Pringles, a tiny can.
Our first stop led us into an indoor food market called Matellen. There are dozens of options here, but nothing is cheap.
Okay,
Get all the free water you can.
Different price. It costs a lot.
free water. We have free water in America, but we don't have public faucets like this. This is not what this video is even about. I just noticed that this was interesting, like a public water faucet. We have water fountains, but not like a faucet for your glass. Anyway.
Different price. It costs a lot to sit in here, so.
Market failed. I thought something in here would be less than $10, but I thought wrong. Everything is like more than $20 each, so we got to go somewhere else to find.
All the food in this food market is $20. If you go to any restaurant in your city, an American city, American town, okay, maybe not New York or Los Angeles or most average American cities, American towns, fast food places, chain restaurants, whatever, nothing is over $20. The average meal right now, if I'm eating out at a nice restaurant, it's like $13, $14. So when I hear in this Norwegian food market that every option is over 20, that just, I mean, it's true. Norway is expensive. It's what I expected. Norway is expensive. I think that, and it's frying my brain.
And food. Where are we going now?
Circle K.
Okay, let's go. Because everything failed, so we need to go to Circle K.
They have to go to the gas station to try to find something.
Norwegian sausages are found everywhere, and Circle K has the cheapest one.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Those kind of low prices. This is so tiny. I got
$10. No, 10 krone. No, $10 for the hot dog. $10 for the hot dog at a gas station. This is kind of blowing my mind. Even though I expected Norway to be expensive, actually seeing it is different.
God. Oh, good. Very tasty wieners, and definitely the cheapest meal you can get in Oslo. To satisfy my...
Okay. It's 10 NOK. Oh, it's 10 krone. It's not $10. It's like $1. Okay, that makes so much more sense. I was like, $10 hot dog. Even in Norway, that's not true. Okay, it's 10 krone hot dog.
And definitely the cheapest meal you can get in Oslo. To satisfy my sweet tooth, I headed to a nearby market to get my hands on Norwegian chocolate, which they take very seriously.
Yeah, the Kvik lunch. This is like such a Norwegian classic, Norwegian staple. It must be accessible to get. So popular, how much does it cost?
When you walk like in the nature and in the mountains, you always have to bring this, especially if you're Norwegian. And if you don't, you're not Norwegian enough. And it's like a Kit Kat, but it's much better.
But I think Kit Kat's better.
No,
It's not. This is how you do it. You break one, you take it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but how much does it cost? 76 krone? $8.83. $8.83. I mean, that's still outrageous. Everything in Norway is at least double the price of America, and stuff in America has gone up in price. And the scary thing is, this video is a couple of years old, so I'm guessing the price of a Kvik lunch and a hot dog has gone up 20-30% in Norway, just for inflation, right?
Better than Kit Kat, that's for sure.
It's the same. You're taking your money. Okay.
Oh, it's 18 NOK. 18. Am I misunderstanding something here? Is a NOK is the same thing as a krone? Oh, so they are starting with $10. I think I understand now. They're starting with $10, and they are spending it as they go along. Now I understand. So that whole thing I said where, oh, a kvik lunch is $10 or $8, that's not true. I was looking at the top. That's the total amount of money that they have left in their $10 challenge. The kvik lunch is 18 NOK, which I don't know. It's roughly $2 or $3. That's okay. That's totally fine. That's totally reasonable, actually. All right. So this is surprising me how reasonable the prices are. This is just all over the place. I don't know.
Okay, so we're down to our final thing, and we're gonna get an espresso because Peter said we can get it for like 20 crowns. Unfortunately, I can't get anything more for my money, but we're gonna get a coffee to finish it off, so here we go.
This is Kaffebrenneriet. I think they have the best coffee in Oslo.
A strong coffee culture isn't the first thing that comes to mind when I think about Norway, but damn, this is pretty sweet.
Do Norwegians like coffee? I feel like I've read that Norwegians consume more coffee than Americans. Is that possible? Americans love coffee. There are Starbucks everywhere. But Norway seems to have this awesome coffee culture. And coffee is one of the things that's really expensive in America for no reason. Especially Starbucks, I should say. Like one cup of coffee could be $5, $6, $7 US. Almost their entire budget. So what's just a typical cup of coffee in Norway cost?
Let's see if it's as good as you said.
I think it's correct.
Just like Italy.
Oh, that. What is, this is a very, very, very tiny cup. Is this like an espresso shot?
Cheers. Cheers. Good?
Lovely.
22 NOK. Okay. So when I did my calculation at the beginning of the video, 10 US dollars was like 110 NOK. So I'm saying like the espresso is roughly $2 or $3. The kvik lunch was $2 or $3. The hot dog was only like $1. You could get like a couple hot dogs, a kvik lunch, espresso shot for $10 in Oslo. That's a lot more than I expected. You can make it work. You can live off of if you can live off of espresso and kvik lunch and hot dogs, you can survive.
I only have a few bucks left, and I need to get back to my hotel on the other side of town. Public transportation in Oslo is efficient and always on time, and the bus is clearly the way to go.
Okay. The bus is $3 or $4. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know what? I was confused at the beginning of this. Because they went to some Norwegian food market, or they found some of the most expensive food in Oslo. Now it's like they got hot dogs, kvik lunch, espresso, and a bus ride. All for under 10 US dollars. That's impressive. That's good. That's not expensive.
Today has been a wonderful and cheap day in the capital of Norway that I'll never forget.
Yeah.
In total, I got a hot dog, a kvik bar, an espresso, and a bus ticket for $9.97.
That's, maybe he found some of the stuff in Norway that's really not that expensive, but it's kind of shattering the stereotype that Norway is just all expensive. This seemed pretty reasonable.
And that's what $10 can get you in Oslo, Norway. I told you guys I could do it.
Wow, very good. Very good. That was really interesting, actually. I liked the format of this, just going around Oslo, seeing how much random stuff costs. It gave me a much better idea of what things cost in Norway, rather than this just blanket statement of, oh, everything is expensive. Norway is so expensive. Some things are expensive. Other things seem to be kind of normally priced, kind of the same as in America. So that was really educational for me, actually. Once I understood the math and the money exchange rate and whatnot. So I really ended up enjoying this. So anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on how expensive stuff is in Norway, or if you're in Oslo, is this video an accurate representation of how much things cost? And what do you think of the stereotype that Norway is just all so expensive? Is that true? That'd be very interesting to hear about from Norwegians. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and learning about Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.